Welcome to Adventure Freaks, a podcast on living abroad on a budget.
Okay, so today I am with my new amiga, Vanesa Allende. And Vanessa is a really impressive young lady. She comes from a world that I love, and I've always wanted to visit her home country. She's from Buenos Aires, Argentina. And one day I'm going to make it down there because I've just always have heard so many wonderful, wonderful things about Buenos Aires and Argentina, and just in country in general that I've always wanted to visit. Vanessa moved to Mexico 7 years ago, and she lives in another beautiful area of Mexico called Playa del Carmen. And Playa del Carmen is along the coast, the Yucatan Peninsula, the Mayan Riviera, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Not far from Cozumel, you can actually catch a ferry to the island of Cozumel, and the crystal clear waters and the coral reefs around there make diving and scuba diving and snorkeling exceptional. And it's incredibly beautiful in every direction that you live, and it's a photographer's dream. And Vanessa is a professional photographer. She's a freelance photographer that works, and her company is called Photo Playa. And we're going to post all that information at the end of this podcast. So anybody that wants to reach out to Vanessa, and if you head out to Playa del Carmen, you'll know who to reach out to take photos for you. She is also a Spanish teacher, and she works with people all over the world. So Vanessa, thank you for being here, man. I'm glad that you're here, and we have an opportunity to chat.
Yes, nice to meet you. My name is Vanessa from Argentina, Buenos Aires, but I'm living 7 years in Playa del Carmen.
Okay, very nice. So my first question, you come from a very, very beautiful country, Buenos Aires, Argentina. They call Buenos Aires the Paris of South America. The architecture is gorgeous. So why did you leave, and why did you seek out Mexico? Tell us a little bit about your journey and how you found Mexico, Playa del Carmen.
At the beginning, I was traveling around. I was 27 years old. So I came to Mexico 3 months. A lot of people host me, like couchsurfing. And later I was in love with the beach and the Caribbean and the opportunities of this country, because there's a lot of tourists coming here to live, buy houses. They do a lot of activities on the water. All the year is mostly summer. So it was a dream. I was doing journalism for the government 8 years in Buenos Aires, and I was really tired, and the salary was not so good. So I changed my life completely 1 year later than my trip, like holidays in Mexico. I was around 7 states, and I see different type of Mexico in different towns, different food, different type of people, different cultures inside Mexico. It's a really big country. So I decided for Playa del Carmen. I saved some money, and in 1 year I was in Playa without friends, without house, without work. I left my profession for 40 years, and I started with resorts. It was terrible because I studied marketing. So it was like new life, no friends, and you feel so lonely. Yeah. And when you are on the beach looking for work, and you see people around, and everybody is with the family or couple or friends around because it's a party place, you feel so crazy about being alone in the middle of the water with this beautiful weather. And you see, okay, I need to do something of my life. I need a change. I had the change. Now I have the opportunity to come here. But the thing is, you need to start with everything. So I never married, I never had kids. So I was completely alone in the middle of nowhere. And later it was, okay, I need to work in anything. In some years, get my visa, later residence, and do what I want. but I never want to do something that I didn't like it. So I was thinking this year, since I'm 30 years old, what I want to do. So the one day, an American guy, a client for marketing, freelance marketing, give me the camera. So I started to take photos again. Since like 15 years, I had the normal camera Canon in my house in Argentina, the normal rollo, no digital.
Sure.
So we print the photos in
Yeah.
the house, in the shop at the corner of my house all my life. So I remember when my parents teach me how to take photos, and it's like 2 years ago, I start to do it with the phone and now with the camera again, and it's fantastic. I discover my focus now.
Nice. What camera are you shooting with?
Canon EOS
got-
8D.
Okay, you got a Canon. Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
those Canons are fantastic. Sonys are fantastic. Nikon. I've always shot with Nikon. Now I'm
Yeah, I
actually
think
now I'm
it's
actually
about the skills.
I'm shooting mostly with my iPhone now.
Yes, it's easy.
Mhm.
It's smaller.
It's smaller, it's compact, it's easy to travel with. So that's been quite a journey. So when you initially moved there, you said you were quite lonely, and then you kind of connected with this person, and you've been there for 7 years now. So I'm guessing
Yes,
that you have quite a few friends that are from there. Where are your friends from? Are mainly your friends
Mexico and USA.
in the USA? Okay, so Mexico and the USA. All right, great. And so of all the places you've traveled to in Mexico, you've been to quite a few places. Has any other places stood out for you other than Playa del Carmen? That was
That I
like,
like
wow.
it.
Yeah, that was like, wow, I love this. This is
Mexico is incredible. You
yeah.
have snow, you have volcano, you have beach, incredible weather everywhere. You have winter, summer, spring, you have mountains. It's incredible. It's cheap. If you compare with another countries like Europe or USA, you don't pay too much taxes. The services are not so expensive and the food is really cheap.
Yeah.
Maybe the problems in Mexico are the healthy doctors. Everything is most expensive because it's not for the state like free. In
Yeah.
Argentina, the healthy, the hospitals and the education is for free. It's like a bit different quality of healthy, but you have the options to pay doctors here, so it's not so bad.
Mhm.
But I think Querétaro and Mexico City are incredible places to shoot, to eat, and to live. The
Mm.
energy of the places and the weather.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear Mexico City's a lot like New York City.
It's really big.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of interesting sights to see, a lot of great neighborhoods.
And you can eat
Um,
for $3.
yeah, which makes it good. The only thing that the only reluctance I would have about Mexico City is the air quality. The air quality is not that good because it's like stuck in this bowl,
Yes.
and then when you get down to like Playa del Carmen, it's just the air quality is phenomenal. So let's pull up a map. I'm going to actually pull up a map to show our viewers where Playa del Carmen is.
Playa del Carmen is incredible.
Yeah.
Every day is a new day and you can meet people around everywhere. People talk to you on the street. No COVID sensation, no drama, no politic problems. Everybody know about narcos and we know what we have. And everybody is in peace and loving the beach, drinking all day.
Yeah. It's a beautiful place. There's no doubt. So
It's a
it's down.
crazy place.
Yeah.
Everything can happen here.
Yeah.
They can shoot you on the corner and you can't tell the story anymore.
Wow. Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. Let's take a look at, so it's close to Cuba. You're close to Havana, not far from Belize. And it's in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. So if we zoom in, it's just below Cancun. And so it's south of Cancun and right on the coast there. and very close to the island of Cozumel, where you could take a ferry. It takes about an hour to get out there, a little less than an hour by ferry to get to Cozumel. Okay. Yeah. So, and it's about, I'd say about a 45-minute drive to an hour, depending on traffic from Cancun to Playa del Carmen, if you're staying in Cancun and you want to go visit. Okay. So in proximity, it's really, you got a lot of things that are very close.
Yes.
You're close to
And
Belize,
cheap.
Guatemala. Yeah.
Aeroplane is cheap, the tickets.
Yeah. Have you been to any, like Havana or Belize or any of these other
Yeah, it's
destinations?
beautiful. The people in Cuba is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was 1 month there
Oh, wow.
with local people in a local house.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
Yeah,
Did you
not too
stay?
much to eat, not too much to do. It was incredible.
Did you,
People, you feel the energy around on the street. They don't have too much materialistic. It's incredible, the love, the energy that they have to live. They fight every day.
yeah, that's true. I was there 2 years ago and I stayed in Havana, and they're resilient people, and I had an amazing time.
Yes, they know how to be happy.
That's right. With
This is too much for them.
yeah, with very little.
One cigarette is incredible for them.
Yeah, I was outside of my apartment that I was staying in, and I was on the street talking to some kids. They're just kids and they're playing soccer on the street. They don't have any shoes, no shoes, and they're dribbling the ball. And I have my phone and I'm talking to my son back in the States, and he plays soccer, football as well. And he was like, and these kids were slightly younger than him, and they're like, dribbling and doing all of these terrific things. And he's like, how are they so good? And I said, how are they don't have video games.
No computer, no internet
Computers.
easily.
I go, these kids, all they do is play
Not iPhone.
soccer. Exactly, no iPhone. They're on the streets practicing and playing every day.
And they eat beans, rice, and some bananas on the plant of the neighbor.
That's right. Yeah.
It's so hot every day.
Oh, I know.
You wait 45 minutes for one bus.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So, all right. So let's talk about, so you've been there for 7 years. So what in Playa del Carmen, for people that want to move there like you and want to live in on the coast in this beautiful area? I mean, what can you get an apartment for today? I mean, per month, how much are rents down there today for a decent apartment?
For locals, $300 you have an apartment.
Okay.
And for tourists, 1,000 you have the beach really near, security, pool, big kitchen with rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of options for everyone. Near on the beach is mostly $800 or more.
And that's US dollars?
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at like a 1-bedroom apartment you could find for $300.
And 200 too.
200, 300.
Yes, basic, no air conditioner, fan, your room, and the balcony.
Okay. Do you, Vanessa, do you think, based on your experience, do you need an air conditioner down there?
Yes, it's too hot.
It is. Okay. So if you were to get a 1-bedroom with an air conditioner, what would people pay?
300.
About 300? Okay.
Depends on the area, not near of the beach.
Yeah, but could you walk to the beach?
I have 20 minutes from the beach.
Okay. So
walking. By the taxi, 4 minutes.
yeah. Okay. So how do you typically get around? Do you normally walk or do you ride a bike or?
By transportation, bus is really, really easy because everything is near. Taxi is only $2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So taxis are very affordable. Do you ever take the colectivos? The
Colectivo, 10 pesos.
10 pesos. Yeah. Okay.
50 cents of dollar.
Yeah. They're very, very affordable.
Yes, I love colectivos because in my city in Buenos Aires it's really expensive.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're looking at anywhere from 200 for like a flat, but if you want air conditioning, something fairly decent, and you get a balcony, usually a balcony for 300.
Maybe, depends on the area.
Okay. Depends
And
on
near the beach, 500.
500 if you want to live near the beach.
Apartment only for you.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. And then do you know what real estate costs down there if you were to buy like a house or a
I
home
don't
or
know the prices, but it's really cheap for Canadians and Americans to buy houses in Playa
in
and
Playa?
rent it by Airbnb. That's what my friends do it.
Yeah.
My
So-
crypto trading friends and software engineering, they do work digital nomad and they rent the houses. They buy properties here in Tulum and Playa.
In Tulum and Playa.
And a lot of them, they buy lands,
Okay.
the place to do construction later.
Yeah. Is there a lot of development going on where they're developing property and land
All the time.
all the time?
Yes.
And
I
are
don't live in the center because of the sound. I need silence to edit the photos.
Okay. So there's a lot of building and construction.
Every
going-
time, every day, new places. It's growing every month.
Okay.
With the COVID, everything is stopped. Now everything is crazy again.
Yeah. Okay.
It's another word, Playa del Carmen.
Yeah.
Más only for the supermarket or the bank or the transportation, but later on the beach, everywhere, everything is so open.
Yeah. What's the difference between living like in a place like Cancun, Playa del Carmen, or Cozumel?
In my opinion, Tulum is really expensive. It's a more fancy place for not normal tourists.
Okay.
Playa is near and you have different prices. Most expensive apartment with roof and 3 rooms near the beach or in front of the beach. But you can live like me in the local place because I love local people and my friends live in the local place. And we have friends on the center and tourists coming over every time, renting cars. You can do everything in Playa. For me, it's small and not so dangerous. Cancun for me is not so safe and it's a really big city and the beach is really far. It's in the hotel zone. So for me, I prefer the beach near.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's one of the things that's okay. If you've been to Cancun, if you don't stay in a hotel zone,
It's
then
really
then
expensive.
and that's where the main beaches are. They're really clear. The water's clear. It's that turquoise blue water. It's gorgeous. But if you don't stay in the hotel zone, then you're going to be quite a
You need
distance
a
away
car.
from that. Yeah, you're going to need a car. And
In Tulum
so,
is the same. You need a car.
yeah, and then in Playa del Carmen,
It's easier.
it's so much easier because you have a town right there. You have that. What is that big avenue? Is it Fifth Avenue?
Yes. The
Fifth
beach
Avenue.
is in front.
And so you're like a block or two from the beach. And there's just a strip of all kinds of hotels and
Yes.
places to
It's
stay.
really tourist if you are not local. If you local, you have things to do, not price for tourists, local price.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's much more convenient and easily accessible.
And the other thing really important for people that do photography or video content or creators is the cenotes. The cenotes are near in Playa, 15 minutes and 20 minutes.
Mhm.
And from Cancun, they are 1 hour and a half.
What is that
So-
again? Say that again. The what?
Cenotes.
Cenotes. What is
It's a
that?
hole of water in the middle of the jungle.
Oh, okay.
It's cold water, fresh natural water on the rocks inside. So you jump on the rock and you have the whole of fresh water. Normally it's like green, transparent, a lot of fishes inside that they eat a bit your skin. It's
Oh.
really, really interesting.
Is it
They clean your skin.
Is it a piranha or no? It's not a piranha.
No, I think no. Small
Okay.
fish.
So these small fish are actually healthy for your skin.
Yes, they clean your skin.
Can you feel them?
Yes, I don't like it too much. The tourists, they love it.
So what is that called again? How do you spell that?
Cenotes.
How do you spell that?
Cenotes. I write on the chat.
C-E-N-O-T-E-S.
The best photos that we can do, the creators, are in the cenotes because it's a hole of fresh water in the middle of the jungle. You can put a family, you can put a girl, portrait, lonely people. It's an incredible place to shoot.
Wow. Do you have any good pictures of that?
Yes, in Photo Playa, in Instagram, I have some photos of the cenotes.
Okay, cool. Then, so I'll ask you to send me some so I can add those to this podcast so people can see what you're talking about.
Yes.
And so there's fish there that'll actually nibble on your skin.
And big jungle. You need to walk inside the jungle to go to the water.
Yeah. Wow. Very cool.
And inside the trees, you can see the light of the sun, and it's incredible landscape. It's something amazing.
Is this in Playa del Carmen or just outside of it?
In Tulum and in Playa, there's a lot of cenotes, but I think it's more than 300 cenotes around or more.
Wow.
In Mérida, there's more cenotes. In Yucatan, in Valladolid, there's a lot of cenotes, different size, different places.
Yeah. Have you been to Mérida?
Not yet, but I will this month.
Okay, nice. All right.
Yes.
So Vanessa, do you have a visa to stay there? Are you you're a resident? So how do you obtain that for somebody who maybe a friend or a young person that wants to go live in Playa del Carmen? What do they need to do?
Now it's a bit complicated to come like tourists because immigration have a lot of rules, and normally they give 6 months to stay like tourists. So later when you stay, you can find a work. First you need a lawyer, make your papers, and you can have a work later. The thing is, come illegal is not a good option. If you're digital nomad, it's better you have your visa with a lawyer first, and later you do your papers and you stay relaxed, because they are doing not 6 months anymore. They are doing 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 2 months. It's different everything now. So you need to show to the police in the Cancun airport that you will stay in what resort, how many days, what's your money that you have, and show everything to them. If they believe this information, they put in the visa paper how long you can stay. It's not 6 months for everybody like some years ago. Change a bit the politic.
Yeah. Why did that change? I know that people used to easily.
A lot of illegal people around. A lot of.
Mm-hmm.
They are working like waiters or anything, but without papers. So it's not so. I don't recommend them to don't have papers.
Yeah. Okay.
A lawyer maybe is $1,000 and you have your visa, and you work legal.
Yeah. So
it's not legal to contract a lawyer, but it's the only way to stay.
Now, if you're a digital nomad, do you need to get a visa to work in Mexico? And does it cost, how much is, I mean, that sounds like
Not
a lot of.
to work, only resident.
Uh-huh.
To be permanent, 1 year, for example. So you pay the lawyer and they give you the resident.
Okay. And that's about $1,000 in US?
Maybe, depends of the thing that you need. They do the business with you. I normally get a contract in one resort 6 years ago, and they give me the visa in the resort. But it's not easily that they contract people now and give you visa. Not anymore.
So I guess if you could probably do a tourist visa, right? You could stay. And how long typically can you stay on a tourist visa now?
It's not like at the beginning. Now you need a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
Because normally it was 6 months, but now they cut in that option. They give you only 20 days. So then you need to go out of Mexico and come later. It's not a good business.
So they may not, if I decide to come back down to Playa del Carmen or Cancun, they wouldn't allow me to stay for a month.
Maybe.
Okay, so there could be trouble. They might say only 2 weeks.
If they believe your information, your tickets, your place that you will sleep, your money, maybe they give you 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Normally for me, they give 6 months. It was 7 years ago. everybody with 6 months. Now it's changing a bit.
Yeah.
But lawyer is not difficult. I know some, and
Yeah.
they help my friends to have visa from USA, and it's easy thing.
So it's changed for you as well.
It's easy, yes.
Yeah, it's changed a little bit for you. So is it more difficult for you too now renewing?
I have my residence later than 5 years working in resorts at the beginning. So they give me the resident every year. And the 4th year, you go to immigration and you ask with a letter, I want to be resident, permanent. And they
Gotcha.
give you the residence. So for me, it was really easy
Yeah. Okay.
because I had work, contract work in the resort.
Yeah.
They give me house, salary, and they give me work and food include.
Nice.
Yeah, it was entertainment thing at the beginning for the visa mostly.
That's fantastic.
Yes, but it was a lot of years ago. They don't give contracts anymore.
They liked you.
They like when you speak English. My English sucks at the beginning.
Well, it doesn't anymore.
6 years practicing.
Yeah.
And
So
it's not good enough. Not good vocabulary is not good enough.
No, I mean, it's good enough for you to be a teacher and
Yes,
teaching
I love it.
Spanish, and even especially working with English students who want to learn Spanish.
More Canadians and Americans.
Yeah. So tell us about any issues with healthcare down there. Have you had to go to the doctors, and what's the cost? And
Terrible.
is it?
Because in Argentina it's for free. Okay, you pay with the taxes, but you go hospitals and they do everything for you, and the medicine is not so expensive. And here is like you have many options, but cheaper options like medicine in the pharmacy is good. In US is not so easily to have the medicamentos without receipt.
Yeah.
You don't need nothing here. You go directly. You buy what you want. So you see a lot of Americans putting a lot of medicines in the bag, and they buy a lot of things because it's easy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to the doctor like Cruz Roja or Hospital General, it's not difficult to be attended. But the thing is, something like operations, I prefer to come back to Argentina.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I have operations and I come back to Argentina.
Okay.
It's better for me because here is a bit expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. What is
But you can do it. If you have US, it's a bit better. You can do dentist, oculist, the things that you do normally, I can do here for good money, not too much. I pay insurance only a bit, like 2,000 per year, and I have all the normal doctors.
Okay, is that 2,000 pesos?
It's a small, no, they give you the card, and you go all the doctors, you pay only a bit.
Okay.
So there are some options, but not for operations and things, strong things. You need to have the money to do operations here.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I know a lot of people from Canada, well, not Canada, a lot of people from the US go down there because healthcare is so expensive, and even dental care, getting your teeth worked on.
Here is not so. You can do it.
It's muy barato.
Yeah, the normal things you can do it.
Yeah, Mexico, and so people go down there to get the things done. The normal.
Yes, they can 1 week, they do everything, and they come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same with the properties. They prefer to buy a house here and rent it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So if you were to have you had any close calls or any health issues where you've had to go to a doctor and it was expensive, or have you had any?
Yeah, depends what you have. Depends what you have.
Okay. So
mostly you can fix it.
Yeah. And you pay, and most people pay cash?
Everything, debit card, credit card, cash.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
You can live really good here with USA money.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you, what do you do in Playa del Carmen? How much for entertainment for people that go there and they want to experience, they want to go out, maybe see a movie or go see some entertainment?
Only 2 cinemas.
Only 2 cinemas?
Yes, it's really small comparing with Buenos Aires.
Ah, okay. Do you ever go to the movie theater?
Yes, yes. It's
Yeah.
full of people.
Is that how is the COVID thing going on down there with that? Is there a concern with that, or?
It's aggressive. Nobody cares too much. It's like we live in a place that is some every day, only winter in December a bit, some raining in November, and it's like a magic place because you have everything that you want, drinks every day, beach every time, incredible places near your house, 20 minutes driving.
Yeah.
So you have too many possibilities for entertainment. Snorkeling, scuba diving.
Mm-hmm.
All my friends work in photography, scuba diving, video, drone, content, weddings, everything is a party.
Yeah, yeah. So if you were to put a price on it for people who go out and pursue those things every month, how much would you spend on entertainment for a person per month?
Tourists?
No, like you living there, like a person that lives there, how much would you spend?
When you are a girl from another country, living in another country, everybody wants to invite you with them. You know local places, you know local prices. They spend too much inviting me. And I think it's incredible because they need local information.
Mm-hmm.
So I spend when I want to do something for me, like snorkeling Cozumel, yes, I can spend. But mostly people is amazing here. It's really good energy around. You do a work for the people and they are so proud about your skills and they value your work. That is incredible.
Okay. So
You spend what you want to spend. You can spend $35 in a movie and cinema and drinks, or you can spend 1,000 in a motorcycle for the water, a boat, you know, Isla Mujeres, ferry, food in one day, anything.
Yeah. So any price, basically, you can name your price.
What you want to do, you can do here.
Yeah. Okay. So how much is like a typical meal? Like a good, like at a typical Mexicano meal restaurant?
At the restaurant, it's about $25.
Okay.
$20, $15, depends the menu. You have for $10, $5. It depends what you want. Because the local restaurant in the corner for the person that do artisanal tacos and soap, and you have the fancy restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That is $100 for two person.
Yeah,
for ribeye.
For the street food, that sounds like it's pretty affordable.
Food, it's like $5.
Like $5.
Yeah, one taco is 20 pesos.
Have you ever gotten sick from eating the street food?
I don't do too much street food. I try to cook a lot healthy food because I know in the sun a lot of hours doing shooting. So I prefer to eat at home. But when I eat outside, there's a lot of vegan options now, a lot of vegan places. It's really healthy. You can do good price in the food. Mostly is you cook.
Yeah. Are you a vegan?
No, I eat beef, I eat chicken and fish, but not too much.
Oh, okay.
More fruits and vegetables because of the weather is terrible hot sometimes during the year. So it's a lot of water, not too much alcohol during the day, you know, because you feel sick about too much alcohol.
Yeah. So, okay. So groceries per month. So you cook a lot. So how much do you spend on groceries per month?
Maybe $100.
$100. Okay. And how about like Wi-Fi to be able to
or it's not easy Wi-Fi in Playa.
There's what?
It's not easy. Wi-Fi sometimes is really good and sometimes Wi-Fi sucks. It depends.
Yeah.
Light, water, and services is a lot of population around. Every time more people here, the services are not so good quality compared with another countries.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But in the tourist places, you have hot water normally, you have internet, but sometimes the problem is the Wi-Fi connection for the tourist.
Yeah.
Because I read in the comments.
How much is your Wi-Fi per month?
I pay maybe 300 pesos.
300 pesos. So that's how much? That's
$1 is like 20 pesos.
yeah. Okay.
But include water, internet, and light for 300.
Okay. So your utility is water, electric, and Wi-Fi is like 300.
Yes. If you use air conditioner, maybe it's a bit more for air conditioner.
So it's very cheap.
For now, I don't use air because it's a bit cold outside for us. For you, it's not cold. But in Mexico, in December, it's a bit cold at the night, so we don't use air conditioner this month.
Yeah. Okay. So that's on Wi-Fi. How much is a cell phone package down there
250 pesos
per
I
month?
pay per month.
Per month. Okay.
Depends on the plan that you want. It's cheap. Communication is cheap. Internet is cheap comparing with Argentina. Food is cheap.
Okay.
It depends if you are local, it's these prices. If you're tourist, you spend a lot of money in electricity because you live near the beach, you have air conditioner on normally all day, you're tourist. So all these prices are locals.
Okay.
It's completely different life, tourists and locals. The
Okay.
business in Playa is the tourist. The tourists give us the money every day, the tips to the waiters, the services, the laundry, the restaurants. If we don't have tourists, we don't have money in Playa.
Yeah. So it looks to me breaking the figures down that you've presented. So like rent, we'll say with air conditioning, most people are going to want air conditioning's 300, groceries 100. I'm looking at utilities 600 with a cell phone approximately. Does that sound about right?
Maybe more because transportations, extra money that you need, maybe more.
So transportation a month would be how much?
I use a lot of taxis because I have clients and I need to go far sometimes.
So how much do you pay? Would you estimate in a month's time?
I think at the total, maybe $900.
900 pesos?
With the transportation, $900 with the rent, with the food, with everything.
Okay. So just with transportation, with taxis though, only that.
At the end, everything $900 because I can't tell you transportation because some weeks I don't travel.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Sometimes I go to Cancun with the IDEO bus. Sometimes not. Sometimes go to Tulum. Depends where we have the work.
Okay. All right. So we got utilities. You're looking at, well, 600, 100,
With
300
1,000, a local can live really good.
for $1,000
But
bucks.
the tourist, no, because the tourist rent is 1,000 near the beach. So you
Yeah.
need 2,000.
So if you choose to go live in Playa del Carmen and become a local, you could live off of $1,000 fairly well.
No, they need to live near of the center. They want the beach near. They want more money. They want to spend more to have more quality.
Uh-huh. So it would be a bit more.
Yes, I don't need too much. I edit the photos. I don't have kids. One small apartment for me is perfect. I don't need to be in the center. But if you live in the center, everything is near. You can walk everywhere.
Gotcha.
So tourists want to be near.
And a
And
300.
they want roof and pool, so more than 1,000 per month.
Okay. Okay.
My friend, he from America, he pay 1,500 per month only rent.
Oh, wow. So he's got a really nice place.
2 rooms, air conditioner, roof, 3 pools, security,
Yeah.
garage, near the center. He walk everywhere. More the transportation, rent car, tours, and food. Maybe 3,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Normal.
Gotcha. Yeah. So he's living a lot like some people do in the States.
He's digital nomad, but he used to go to Isla Mujeres, rent cars, transportations.
Yeah. So for example, like in people here on the East Coast, you can live like that and pay that kind of money here in the States. So
Yes, depends what you want, depends your quality of life.
Yeah.
Playa is for everybody.
Okay.
I pay more for traveling. I want to be digital nomad. I want to travel a lot and shoot a lot.
Yeah. What do you see most digital nomads doing today? So
They are in Playa, they do content, they do video. They are around all the places in Ribera Maya. It's incredible landscape to shoot. They do the business on the beach. They record videos on the beach. And it's incredible world here because of the weather.
Yeah. Who are
They
they?
love Playa del Carmen.
Do you know who they're employed by? Who's paying them to create that content?
They do by their own. They have their own business, the websites, YouTubers.
Okay.
A lot of YouTubers coming. Software engineering. They do app for the people in USA and they live in Playa. And a lot of marketing business online. Photographers, videographers. They come for a short time, 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
What the visa they let maybe 1 month, 2 months. They never know. You need to come to Cancun and check what they put in their passport.
Yeah. Are you working to create a business like that as well?
Yes, I want to be digital nomad soon.
Okay. What are you doing to start putting that together?
Traveling a lot, stay in the places, shoot for the people, the clients pay me the services, and I can spend with that money like 1 week in any place, come back to Playa. That's the idea. Do weddings everywhere.
Oh, okay. Now, have you approached, like I know a lot of the resorts, they get a lot of people. They get a lot of people that do those weddings at those resorts.
Yeah, but they have their own photographer inside the resort. They offer you the complete services and wedding planning.
So how do you get inside one of those resorts? That's the question. How do you get a contract?
You need to offer private photography in USA and come to the weddings here, or have your own photographer and pay the fee for your photographer to go inside the resort. Make your own market in the website.
Yeah.
And Facebook to have your own clients.
Yeah, nice.
Be totally freelance and your owner is the solution. And have contacts, live here around and meet people.
Okay. So what's the typical dish down there that people eat?
Oof, they eat everything.
Is the food healthy? Is it good?
No, ceviche is the only thing healthy that they have.
What is?
Ceviche.
Yeah.
Vegetables and any seafood.
Right, sure.
The other things, everything have oil. You can be fat in 1 month. You can't go in the Airbnb door. You can't because you're so fat here.
So Vanessa, so the food from Argentina compared to Mexico, is it very different? Is it healthier in Argentina?
With a lot of beef. I don't know, it's too healthy.
The food will put weight on your body in Mexico.
The food?
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. They have something that the name is cochinita that is really big pig and it's incredible flavor, but it's everything oil, I think, when I see this. And they have a lot of food, but it's like a lot of maize. And I don't think maize is to be healthy. Maybe it's to be a bit fat, but if you eat a lot of tamales, if you eat a lot of tacos on the street, I think it's too much oil, but it's so good, the flavor of everything here. So you want to eat everywhere. When you see food, you want to stop. You want to see what they are doing because it's different flavors, different ingredients. They use to match maize, beef, and pig.
Okay.
It's incredible. Burritos are big like this.
The burritos?
Typical burritos. And they think, Mexicans, that the food here is not so good because it's most commercial. So imagine if you go to the places, small towns in Mexico, it's better.
What's your favorite food in Mexico?
Pozole.
What is?
It's a big soup with chicken inside, vegetables.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. Okay.
It's more healthy.
What is it called? What is it called?
Pozole.
How do you spell that?
Pozole.
Pozole.
I hate Chile. All the Mexicans love it. So my friends are Mexicans. They give me chile, but I can't eat it.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
really Mexican, the flavor. They put a bit of chile in everything. In the beer, they put a bit of chile,
Uh-huh. What's your
everything.
what's your favorite cerveza down there?
I prefer not cerveza. I prefer ron coca, Cuba Libre.
What is it?
Ron coca, Cuba Libre. Havana rum with Coke, I prefer.
Oh, okay. Rum and
But
Coke, Havana
cerveza
rum.
here is really soft. Dos Equis is really soft.
Okay.
Yeah, in Argentina it's strong, the beer,
Yeah. Now,
the flavor.
do you get back to Argentina often to visit your family?
Not too much because it's a bit expensive to go to Argentina. You need like take 2 planes, nothing directly, and it's like 13 hours traveling on the plane. So they love to come to Mexico.
So they come and see you.
They will next year, and they came before, and I went to Argentina only 2 times in 6 years.
Oh, wow. Do you
It's
miss?
cold, nothing to do there. It's so cold in my birthday on August. So my
Buenos
parents talk
Aires?
to me.
You're
Yeah.
saying there's nothing to do in Buenos Aires? No way.
Winter is so cold that you want to be at home or drinking or eating beef. You eat a lot in Argentina
Yeah, it
and
is.
pasta.
Yeah.
But yes, party and theater and culture, there's a lot. But now I love the beach.
Yeah, yeah.
So nothing natural like this, jungle.
You just have to wear a lot of sunblock on the beach.
Yes,
Protect your.
it's completely different in Buenos Aires. It's amazing, but more for summer maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, and Buenos Aires isn't near a beach, right? It's
Yeah.
not close to a beach.
4 hours, Mar del Plata. It's beautiful, but the beach is a bit brown.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm looking at these numbers, and so if you are a expat digital nomad that's living on a budget, you could live in Playa del Carmen for about $1,000 a month on a
Yeah,
budget.
depends what you do, and you save a bit of money and don't spend too much. Sure.
Can anybody in Playa del Carmen live for less than 1,000 a month on a budget? People
The
that are
salaries for locals are not so good, so I think yes.
so okay. And then there are people, and you're saying there's an increase, an uptick in digital nomads that are coming to Playa del Carmen. Many of them are content creators, creating a lot of them doing photos and video content for themselves. So they're YouTube creators, or they have websites creating content.
Yes.
And that's
for
exactly
them and for
what
the people, marketing.
and that's exactly what you're doing.
I promoting my work everywhere, Facebook, all the people, tourists, and they recommend me.
So you're a futura famoso influencer.
I don't know.
This is the beginning because you're on this podcast, so it's the beginning.
Let's see what happens. I'm open to any opportunities.
Well, that's awesome. And I could tell I believe, Vanessa, just by talking to you, that you're going to be very successful.
I hope. I want.
You're a terrific person. Is there anything else you want to share about your experience in Mexico or Playa del Carmen? You didn't talk. Have you visited Cozumel and Isla Mujeres? Have you been to those places? Okay. What's your impression of those places, or what do you?
The small islands is beautiful.
They're beautiful. Have you ever considered living like in Cozumel?
I don't like Iceland to live. I want to move. I want to be here. I want to take the bus. I don't want to spend my time waiting the ferry to go to the city, to go to Playa, to go to Cancun. I have clients in Tulum. I run and I go. Gotcha. I don't need the ferry waiting. Isla Mujeres is a bit far. You need to live in Cancun, take the ferry to the island. When raining or hurricane, everything changed. A lot of water everywhere on the island. It's like I prefer to live in the small town.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. It's
go on the weekends.
Yeah, because it gives you access. It gives you access to a lot of places. What is the biggest challenge that you have faced in Mexico, or just living in Mexico? What's the most difficult thing that you deal with on a regular basis, or challenge that you face?
The weather is not easy. When you need to shoot or create or anything, it's the sun on the neck, on the head. You sick all the years a bit. The food maybe is like a bomb for your stomach when you're foreigner and you come here and you pretend that eat healthy and see vegetables, but they have a base of oil. So the food and the weather is like a bomb for some people, really white people that come here, and they don't understand the responsibility that you need to have for the sun in your skin, because cancer is coming anytime, any age. So you need to be really clear to take care of yourself here. A lot of intoxications, seafood is the same. You never know is it fresh or no. It's like you need to be careful with the drugs here everywhere. And drink is so cheap. So you need to be a bit of controlling, control yourself. So it's not easy to focus when you need to work in a party place. It's not easy to live thinking that you have the money. It's easy to have the money, but it's easy to lose the money. So you need to be focused and save your money for the future. That Mexicans, they always say, okay, I have 1,000, I need to spend this money. And I said, okay, we need to save the money. It's different, It's like everything is so cheap that you want to buy everything. So my friend said, okay, you have some money to give me? It's like, we need the money because we don't know how to save it. So it's important.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. What is the thing that you love the most about Mexico?
It's magical. The people is really kind. Everywhere where you go, they help you. Is interesting the culture, the Mayans, the rims, everything have something deep inside. So if you want to come and drink, and if you want to come and go to all-inclusive resorts, welcome, you can do it. But there's another culture really deeper in the earth, inside in the cenotes, that you need to discover with another local eyes, with local people. It's like we live in here a lot of years, and we know how magical Mexico is for us. Change your life completely. It's not about the money, it's about the energy.
For the people that come down to Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and they go to these resorts, what is your recommendation for them to connect with the local people and feel the actual energy of Mexico, the real Mexico? How do they do that? What's your recommendation?
Take some days in the resort all inclusive, because we need the money. We offer tourists, to the tourists, the beach and everything included. That's beautiful. I work in resorts, and I'm really thank you to have that opportunity that I didn't have in my country. So come to the resorts, but take some days off and go to the jungle. Go to see the locals, the shamans. They have a lot of things to show, alternative medicine, snorkeling in the ocean without guides. It's like go alone to see the beautiful things that we have here, enjoy the nature here, and connect by Facebook groups with local people, local photographers, and try to enjoy the local food, the artisanal food,
Yeah.
Not only commercial things or drinks.
Where do you find
more than that, Mexico?
Where do you find the shaman at?
Everywhere. You put in Facebook groups, there's a lot of people doing this. There's high prices and cheaper prices, depends on ceremonies that you need to do. It's really good for the health. Come here and see alternative medicines that you can choose, and you don't know these options. You need to do meditations, yoga, try the jungle. In the jungle, there's spaces with cenotes that they do these ceremonies to be relaxed and focus. You're conscient to stop a bit of the normal world and taxis and feel the jungle on the body. I do a lot of sessions, portraits for families or people that want to be naked on the jungle, to new experience photography. And it's incredible. They connect with this magic Mexico.
So you can go get naked in the jungle?
Yes, you can do whatever you want. We can do creative session.
And how far is the jungle from Playa del Carmen? If you wanted to, if you're in Playa, it's close.
Yes, everything is near. Cenotes are 20 minutes from here.
So Vanessa, basically at the end, I'm going to ask that maybe people can reach out to you so that you can be a
local tours, local information.
You can provide that information.
Everywhere.
That would be awesome. Okay. Well, that's all I have, Vanessa. Is there anything else you'd like to share before we go?
Share my Facebook. That is this, Vanessa Allende.
Okay.
And share the Instagram photo _playa to everybody that want to come to Mexico. Is really welcome to ask for information, and information is for free. Only you need to be open to enjoy the real things that we have here.
Well, I love that you're pushing the real stuff, because I think that it's really important, and that's one of the ways that I've always traveled. Is I love to immerse myself.
If you don't have too much money, you can come to Mexico.
Yeah. So, well, Vanessa Allende, thank you so much for taking time to share your wisdom and information about your life and your journey and Playa del Carmen. I appreciate you very much. And I'm going to put all of that contact info at the end of this podcast so everybody can find you, especially people that are looking for a terrific photographer in that region. Okay.
I will open in my experience photography in Airbnb. So soon they will find the services there. Okay,
fantastic. Well, mucho gusto.
Un placer.
Muchas gracias for your time. And you
if
have
you come to Playa, let me know.
Yeah, I will. And you have a great rest of the evening.
Yes, and you can put my telephone in the postcard and the information to everybody can text for information.
Okay, perfecto. Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, take care.